But I worked in the marketing department of Shell Oil, and then later on, I worked in pharmaceutical sales. And then, yeah, like I said, about 6 years ago, we purchased our own stores. It's actually called Hike, H-Y-K. It's kind of a play on words for it's a hiking and outdoor store in a tourist town. I'm a big believer. Before you launch a business, you should do a SWOT analysis. Maybe once a year, you should do it again. But when I talk to a brand new business that's just getting ready to open, and I ask them, so what are your strengths? They'll tell me things like, well, their location is a strength, or whatever product they're going to sell is a strength. They themselves are a strength, their background, their experience, their personality, and they're correct about all those things. And that's what you should believe when you're starting a new business. But when I revisit them a year later and I say, so what are your strengths? What I hope that they tell me a year later is, well, right now our biggest strength is we have 200 satisfied customers, or 2,000, or just 12. But a year into it, you now have the greatest strengths you'll ever have. You have customers who have experienced what it is you're offering. And that's what we're going to talk about today, how to leverage what really should be your greatest strength, which is satisfied customers. And the minute you get your first happy customer, they become your most valuable asset and your greatest strength. So as we talk about leveraging our customers to help us run our business, keep that in mind, that the customer is asking, okay, but what's in it for me? Well, we want to give customers a personalized experience. I think we're seeing that change even more so over the years, over the decades. Your chance of selling to an existing customer is 60 to 70%, while your chance of selling to a brand new customer is only 5 to 20%. So the retention of an existing customer is well worth your time and your efforts and your money and your marketing budget. Like this one, we used to hope for good word of mouth advertising, but now we create it. At our store, we have a couple of brand ambassadors. And where I don't want them to have 0 followers on Instagram, I don't need them to have 10,000 followers. What I need from them is this second category. I want them to be true fans. I want people who really love our store. They're passionate about it. They've got great things to say about us. And if they only have 100 followers, that's fine. What I want from them is their brand loyalty to us. A satisfied customer to me is like owning a big megaphone now. They can broadcast your name to so many people because they're enthusiastic, they're loyal, they're happy, everything went well for them. You can't purchase that kind of advertising, and it's out there right now basically free thanks to social media and a lot of these other ideas we've talked about. So leverage the fact that they're happy because you earned it. They're happy because you did a good job. You know, you earn the right to use them to promote what you do because you're good at it, right?
You know, what you're offering is that same care and that same professional service to their friends, which is why they will mention your name, because they want their friends to get the good service. You know, and as you care for your clients, even right now, you know, just checking on them and seeing how they're doing, or, you know, I love that idea of sending an email out, hey, you know, wondering what's happening in the local market. There's a lot of questions out there in everybody's head. This is everything that's for sale in your neighborhood, just so that you have a finger on the pulse of what's happening down here. You know, just little connect points like that, you know, puts your name out there again with those clients. You're caring for them. You're continuing to build that relationship and again, leveraging it. But I encourage you guys this week to really think about who are your ambassadors, who are your influencers, who are the clients that are already your biggest fans, and how can you leverage those relationships to really build your network, and then take some steps, make a strategy, and take some steps this week to start leveraging those relationships.